That one's gotta hurt, huh? I got a whole stack of these. I'm thinking about burning all of them. What are you gonna do? You gonna chase me, huh? Gonna try to stop me, beat me up?
Why would we do that?
I'm literally torching your entire belief system. It's incredibly disrespectful.
I don't know, it's just paper, man. Yeah, symbols are just symbols. I mean, even that big old flag back there, it's meaningless, really.
What are you talking about?
Real racism, it's in our hearts, in our minds, in our souls. Can't burn that, dude.
Wonder if we get in trouble for just throwing that on at the end.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Because I can't run the intro with that because it gets flagged immediately. I can't run the intro of Joe Biden saying you'll never be a man.
Oh, that one flags.
Oh yeah, because it's AI or
the AI
deep fake or whatever. So yeah, it flags immediately.
You couldn't even add. I wonder if you could add, because there were some people who have added a little tag like this is a deep fake or something like that. I mean, that would be gay, but
I don't know. It's a lot. That's a lot of effort. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Speaking of not worth it, apparently it was not worth it. I guess we can get right into the main story to begin with. It was not worth it for them to kill Peanut the squirrel and the raccoon named Fred, because they might be in the middle of a $10 million lawsuit.
Good.
You know, imagine the already bankrupting New York City also now having to deal with the $10 million lawsuit. I mean, they've got all the businesses leaving New York, and then now you've got $10 million that you may have to cough up to because you killed a squirrel.
They get what they deserve. Well, it'll be all right. Mom Dami or Zam Swami or whatever his name is, he'll come in and socialism will fix this.
Yeah. Well, you got to evenly, distribute this to the Peanut, the squirrel, and all. Hey, actually, justice for all the squirrels here and Fred's and raccoons in New York. Hey, that can be one of those things. It's like this is you're creating a climate issues or some sort of social issues with the with the squirrels in New York City. So you got to evenly redistribute the funding to those squirrels. So
sounds solid.
It's crazy that the solution. I mean, what was the whole reasoning behind it? Because they were like illegal pets or something.
Yeah.
And their solution was to just euthanize them.
Well, I think they went in there I think the initial thing was to seize them, and then whenever they passed them over to the animal control solution was to euthanize them. So I guess I don't know. Same thing, but it's one of those things where I guess where the one department makes one decision and the other one has to deal with it or whatever. Stupid, but
it's not like they had a fucking jaguar living in the apartment complex or something. Like there's a fucking squirrel and a raccoon.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things like the city people, they can't fathom. They think they're they think it's just a rodent. In in the wild, I guess it would be, but They're just like, oh, it's a rodent. Like it doesn't need to be in a house, so or an apartment complex. Like when you've got that many people crammed in there like sardines, they're like, we can't have the animals like this. We can't have these kind of animals roaming about. And
Like when I was in high school, there was a guy that lived in town that had a cougar, basically on a chain, like had a doghouse for it and stuff. But like, and he was not exactly in town, but like right on the outskirts of town. Like he was still technically within city limits, even though it wasn't in the city. Like that's a little, like I get it, that's a little much, but also the city never did anything about it. Like he just had a cougar for fucking ever, tied to a tree with a doghouse out there.
Man, it's amazing that they still allow men to do women like that,
Yeah, no, it's fucking. you guys are still living back in the, I don't know, the olden days.
Speaking of getting back to the olden days, let's see what we got here. Steve sent one of these sorority recruiting videos. I guess we know what Steve's been watching on the Twitters.
Yeah, we know Steve's a horn dog.
The truck, daddy, sweet money done jacked it up. She's a party all night from South Carolina. A bad mama devil from down in Alabama. She's a raging, Cajun, lunatic from Brunswick, juicy Georgia Pete with a big southern drawl, sexy swinging ball, brother, she's all country.
Good jeans on all them chicks. Not a lot of legs. Not a lot of legs on those jeans, but legs on the chicks.
Well, they put in such hard work in their regular jeans, they had to turn them into cutoffs.
Yeah. Look, you can't make all those crazy moves like they were making in the full length jeans. You can't do those kind of kicks or anything.
Brother, she's all country. Shoot, that's gonna be stuck in my head now.
Oh yeah, I remember when that song came out.
I probably saw a dozen of those sorority recruitment videos last week just because the fucking algorithm.
Oh yeah, because people have to talk about them.
Yeah, like because
I saw none of them.
They're like,
damn algorithm.
Because everybody that I follow keeps sharing them like, we're so back. It's like, okay, yeah, we're back, but like, when you've seen one, you've seen all of them, like Texas, South Carolina, Alabama, like every single southern state university, every sorority has their own one of these. It's like, all right.
Well, and it's like we're back. Like we never left. Like universities always had whores. Like, what are you? They've always had whores. Like, what why are you surprised now?
And the funny thing is, like, these videos are getting posted right now as we're back, whereas 3 years ago these videos were getting posted as, look at these goofy hoes. What are they doing?
Yeah.
Amazing how the conversation changes just a little bit. All it took was a Sydney Sweeney blue jean ad, and here we are.
Yeah, a few guys actually, get a little stiff, every once in a while, and then all of a sudden you have to, oh well, now we gotta say we're back, guys, we're back.
Speaking of the blue jean ad, Saturday Night Live was making fun of wokeness, which is not necessarily new. They have, over the last couple years, figured out that there is a lot of stupidity going on with wokeness, and they can use it to get some good laughs out of.
Me, I'm a man. My jeans tell me I'm a woman.
They tell me I'm relaxed.
That I'm skinny?
A child.
Yo, you don't know me, jeans.
I'm not a size. I'm not a size.
That's not me.
Introducing Levi Woes, sizeless, style neutral, gender non-conforming denim for a generation that defies labels.
Why don't you
Okay, that gets a chuckle. That gets a chuckle.
do they come in? Colors? I'm triggered. This color. Can you label this color?
That is the color Greb.
They not brown, but they not brown. Let's talk pockets. Pockets sold separately. Yo, who says I have
Pockets.
hands?
They come in men's and women's.
Nah.
Do they come in person? That's why Woke's got Unifly.
180
Unifly.
gender non-conformity.
My teams let me decide how I go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Do yours.
Do they come in person? Size person?
Those look surprisingly comfortable. They're
Yeah,
like
it's
they're like the hammer pants.
hammer pants. Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, could live in those things. I was shopping for jeans a while back. I jeans because I was going to a wedding. So like, I don't know. I think it was like Levi's or something. You know, like I'm in the section in Rural King, and I'm like,
Yeah.
they're not labeled like. I'm like, are these men's or women's jeans or like what? You know, like it's just jeans. You know, so like. So I pull out my phone and like I look it up, like because they just have like Levi's and then like a number, right? Like
Yeah.
305s or what the fuck ever. And so like I look it up and they're like, yeah, no, our jeans aren't like gendered. It's just there's numbers and each number is a style. You find the style that you like. And I'm like, no, like I'm bad with like fashion and like in the store, so like I'll look at some jeans and go, these look fine. And then come to find out I'm wearing like chick jeans or some shit, So I'm like, no, I need a clear labeling on this because I'm an idiot. I'm not good at shopping for clothes.
But
Like,
you see,
skinny
Dan,
I think there's like an Office episode where it turns out that Michael's wearing a woman's suit or something, And I'm like, that could happen to me. That could very easily happen to me.
They really define my curves, huh? I kind of like them.
I've never had a pair of jeans and just made me feel so confident and sexy.
See, I guess I'm lucky because I'm so tall and I'm like 2/3 legs. So I have to have super long. And speaking of Rural King, we were at Rural King looking at pants and jeans and stuff the other day. And Stephanie pulled out a pair that are like extra long. And she held them up next to her legs, and they're like high waters. She's like, "How are these extra long?" And I was like, "Sorry, dear, you're freakishly tall. I don't know what to tell you."
I feel for chicks shopping for clothes. It seems like a whole different world, Like I bought some pants the other day, and like I don't even like hold them up to myself. Like, okay, 32 by 32, bam, that fits. I just know it, And it's pretty much the same everywhere. For us, I know, like for chicks, it's all the numbers, but the numbers depend on what brand it is, Well,
and she grabbed a pair of Levi's and a pair of Wranglers, and they were both same waist size, same length, except that neither of them were the same size, like not even close. I was like, what the fuck? I don't like. Women's clothing does not make any sense.
Well, even the like style, a lot of it's the styles, like if you have a certain style, like it's a different size. Because like my wife will tell me like, certain styles of clothes, like she wears this in or that in. And I'm like, I can't buy you clothes. Like I will buy you, jewelry or something else, but I can't.
Sundresses. That's your cheat code. A, sundresses are awesome, and B, you can't really fuck that up. It's just a tarp draping over themselves, made out of thin fabric. So go with something like a sundress, and you can buy them clothes. That's all I figured out. Yeah, and again, I ain't complaining.
Even something like bras that are supposed to be like a certain size. Stephanie has like a Victoria's Secret bra fits different than Calvin Klein bra fits different than like all the different ones like she has a different size. It's like, how the fuck do you keep up with this shit? Like the sizing on women's clothing is kind of like the points on Whose Line Is It Anyway. It's all made up and it doesn't matter.
Well, and you know, the challenge, you know, one of the best things about women is they all come in so many different shapes. You know, men are just like, you know, you're fat or you're regular. You know, it's the same basic shape.
Or
the fat really is taking on a lot of shapes these days, though. I'll say that with the dudes.
I'll say there's maybe actually there's probably 4, Dag. There's only 4. There's like the bodybuilder guy. There's the guy who lifts weights, guy who's fat, and then the like super skinny guy. That's pretty much the 4 right there.
And don't forget
you might.
don't forget
to get a husky.
Oh
yeah, dad bod or husky kind of thing. Yeah. That's about all you get, man. And even then, within the clothes, it's, you know, you got a width and a length. And that's pretty much all you need, because you're not trying to make a shape of the ass or anything. So I don't know. These some of these kids these days with their tight pants.
Yeah, skinny jeans are not for me.
Especially someone as tall as you, man. That's just, that's really weird.
Long.
And I'm all legs. Like I'm seriously 2/3 legs. So like if I was wearing skinny jeans, that would way too like accentuate how thickly and long my legs are. It's like, what are you doing walking around on 2 chopsticks like that?
Fucking chicken man or some shit. Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Picturing it in my head, it's hilarious.
Yeah, like Corey said, you know, I walk around like you know, God, what's oh man, off South Park.
Randy with his wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
So Nadia got really into South Park for a while, and I was like, I'm gonna go as Randy for Halloween. Like her and her mom were talking about what to be for Halloween. I was like, I'm going as Randy for Halloween. It's like wheelbarrow and all. And Stephanie didn't get it because she doesn't watch South Park. Nadia was just dying. She was like, yes, we have to do this. She's gonna be tough.
Like
I was like, the only way we can do it though is if you go as Token. Like that's...
I made a Randy jack-o'-lantern one year. I was pretty proud of myself.
You could make her Kanye.
Oh, dang, this is the intro. I used the racism is in our hearts clip from the other day. And then I tagged on the Kanye Heil Hitler at the end. So really
Oh yeah, that was a thing. Have we heard much from Kanye lately? I feel like maybe everything's been drowning him out, or is he still out there being crazy?
I'm sure he comes and goes. It depends on how crazy he is. Like there's a certain level of crazy that as long as he stays below that, everybody's like, yeah, that's just like normal Kanye. But then he puts out a music video like that one. It's like, okay, now we've jumped to the next level that needs attention. And then he, falls back to the normal level of Kanye crazy.
Yeah.
It's like he's like manic depressive kind of thing, when he's when he gets manic is what we hear from him.
That's literally what he said. Like they diagnosed him as or whatever. Like he's some kind of like he's like bipolar and like manic or something like that.
Which surprised literally no one.
Same thing. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, that tracks.
It's like
that was also a Jewish doctor, he said.
Well, you're gonna have a hard time finding a brain doctor that isn't. I'm sure they're out there.
I'm not gonna lie, that song had a good beat to it. It was an earworm. Like,
yeah,
listen to it a couple times and it just stick.
Well, like
who can produce,
but especially like Kanye. He knows the sort of like music theory kind of behind, like without knowing the music theory behind how like things catch
Yeah, I've never been a big Kanye fan, but some of his music is really.
I mean, you
I don't
can't
know,
tell me Jesus.
I wouldn't call it.
Walks.
I wouldn't call it
Like-
good, but it's something. It like sticks with you. It's like, yeah. All right, I can jam to that.
Yeah, it's a it's a skill. There's a formula, producing music like that for sure.
I mean, you can't have on Jesus Walks and not sit there and be like bobbing your head to it, like. Jesus.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Back then I didn't know who Kanye was. I just now I all those songs were Kanye songs, but I didn't know who he was. I didn't keep up with the music drama.
I feel like I was a little more tapped in just because that was kind of around my.
So you're younger. Dag and I came up with a different kind of rap.
Yeah, you guys had the boom bap kind of.
When people were actually getting killed, like if there was beef, somebody was getting shot. There wasn't no diss tracks being dropped.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Eminem drama too.
Yeah.
Which I couldn't keep up with because that was way too much. I didn't really care. But he was always in court or somebody suing somebody or, that was one of my beefs with Eminem. Like another one, Eminem, extremely talented, but fuck, man, stop crying, dude. It's always bitching about shit, beefing with something.
Yeah. that's all.
Ooh, my mom was a bitch. Sorry, go ahead.
Like get in line.
I think that's why later on. I think that's why later. Well, I think that's why partly why I could relate whenever I was younger, because you obviously hate your parents, but me and my mom went back and forth, so I could kind of relate to some of the stuff. I mean, obviously my mom wasn't drugging me, whatever. I was
I was like, damn, dude, if you can compare to his supposed quote unquote life, then the damn dude, you come from a much harder background than I thought.
Yeah, not quite. I mean, crazy mom for sure, but not feeding me pills to make me go to sleep, kind of thing. So
yeah,
maybe
you come from a slightly nicer trailer park.
yeah. That's exactly it. Almost quite literally, like a slightly nicer trailer park is where I came.
Well, also, I feel like a trailer park in the South doesn't terrify me as much as a trailer park in Detroit. Some about northern trailer parks kind of scare me, like a bit more because I don't know. It just seems more normal down here. Like trailer parks. They're not
like Maine. If you're I would assume I don't know anything about Maine, but I just assume from what little I know about Maine, if you were in a trailer park in Maine, you probably wouldn't be as in much trouble as if it was obviously if there happened to be a trailer park in New York for some reason. I don't think there are trailer parks in New York.
Well, not in the city anyhow.
Yeah.
And say there are trailer parks everywhere. Don't underestimate the power of the trailer park.
Yeah. There's varying degrees of trailer park. I mean, there's very nice trailer parks that do background checks and $100,000 plus homes. Then there's trailer parks that do no background checks. Then there's some other in-betweens. I don't know. There's a lot of different types. They put off different vibes.
I can't remember where it was. Stephanie and I went on a trip a couple years ago, and I can't remember where it was now, but it was like a really nice, swanky place, and go through a four-way or go through like a traffic light and down one block, and there's this trailer park right there, like all of these nice houses, and then boom, trailer park. Like, oh wow, so nobody's immune to the trailer park. You will find them everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we lived in one that did background checks and all that, and it was fine. But I remember the people who ran it, they were telling us, they're like, yeah, we don't let ice cream men, ice cream trucks, they're like, we don't let them come through unless they are willing to do a background check and if they can pass our community background check, we told them they can roll through the neighborhood. but nobody has ever even attempted to pass the background check. None of the ice cream men who have tried to come through there, they're like, oh no, background check, I'm good. You know, because they're like all fucking child molesters. It's crazy. Like, it's not even like it's. Because I remember as a kid, the ice cream men people, they were all fucking nuts, dude. Even like the chicks were fucking nuts. And I remember even as a kid noticing and being weirded out by it. You know what I mean? And then they did something. I don't know, maybe everywhere, but definitely in Florida, where they like looked into like the, all the ice cream people, and they all had like extensive criminal records, many of them for like sexual crimes too. So it's be aware out there, letting your kids go to ice cream man. And I mean, it's the perfect job if you're a like a pedophile or something. You're the fucking ice cream man, dude. They come running to you, put on your little bell.
Oh god.
It's okay. I don't know. I didn't realize I was being that out there. It sounded a little too disturbed. Like, it's disturbing. It's gross, but if nothing else, just teach your kids right. To not go in the ice cream van. I'm sorry. Was your dad an ice cream man? I'm so sorry, dude. I didn't mean to offend.
It's just funny because like I was just imagined when you said put on the bell or whatever. I for some reason I was thinking like the like some dude like stripping down or whatever. like it's like he's got the bell, or whatever, something like that. I'm like, oh god.
Trey went way out in the left field with this.
Yeah.
Herbert from Family Guy. That's your ice cream man. That's your general ice cream man.
Oh god.
Yep. But that was the proof, was the trailer park thing.
The fact that nobody ever even tried to pass the background check is just insane.
It wasn't nobody failed. It's nobody even. They said, "Oh no, we're good."
Yeah, we don't want to get caught with our pedophilia record here.
They'll have to move to a new town all over again. Can't peddle our ice cream wares here no more. People found us out. Move on.
Oh, God.
Like carnies in the wind.
Carnies.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, I keep dropping out. I'm struggle busting it today. Oh, Stephanie got me set up with a. We've got one of those doctors here now that doesn't do insurance. Like they do like you pay like a monthly subscription basically, and
direct primary care.
Yeah, so we got one of those here, and she got me hooked up. And I'm gonna go see the doctor on Thursday to see if maybe this doctor actually like I don't know, tell me something about what's going on with me or make an effort to fix what's wrong with me. Look, I'm having some issues this morning.
I think they tend to be better. I'd be curious to know how it goes. Let me know. But I think they tend to be better doctors in that sense, like actual doctors, not just type it in the laptop, tick, 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 tick. There you go. Have a nice day.
Yeah, I don't know. I have like mixed experience with doctors as far as like I've used only the ones that are in our network, obviously, because insurance. If I can just pay a copay, I'm obviously going to do that, But
like the problem with the last one was I had 2 doctor's appointments, a scope, biopsy, blood work, all this stuff done. Nobody tells me shit for fucking anything. I get a letter that says continue taking your medicine as prescribed, and nothing else. Like, so I called the doctor's office, the endocrinologist office last week, and I was like, all right, look, every week I get a new bill. It's like, I'm not paying y'all anything else. Send me a full list of everything that you've charged me for and everything that I've actually paid. And any future appointments, cancel them. And they're, oh, why are you canceling your appointments? I was like, because I had a scope and biopsies and everything else done, and nobody told me anything. They're like, would you like us to transfer you to the nurse? I was like, no, fuck that nurse. What's the nurse going to tell me 2 months later that you didn't think was important enough to tell me at any point before now? I'm like, no, just cancel the appointment. I'm not coming back to y'all. Shut up. Go away. Leave me alone. Fuck off. Oh. I will be I will be used as a training in the future.
Yeah, they're gonna say like how do you avoid this client dropping their service with us? And it's like, well, for one, maybe not make him to where he wants to tell us to fuck off.
Yeah, man, it sucks because it's like I don't even like I just want to I want to be like fuck doctors, but it's like I don't think it's just like doctors. Like I think it's obviously it's a lot of doctors. Yeah, exactly. It makes it that way. It makes doctors that way. It's just the way that it's done. The way pharmaceutical industry, blah blah blah. We all know. 2020 made it very clear. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's so it's extra frustrating because it's like fuck. Like I know there's people out there. I'd say the same thing with cops. God, I can't believe I'm putting doctors and cops in the same category. But it's similar. Like there's people out there who would be good cops and want to be cops and are good people. But the fucking your only option to be a cop is a pretty shitty fucking organization. It doesn't really allow you to do good. In the way that you'd like to. So
well, you gotta listen to the sheriff, who if you got a shitty sheriff, then
when Stephanie called this doctor to set me up for an appointment, she's like, just so you know, he has completely lost any faith in the medical industry. Like, just so we're very clear, I didn't have a whole lot to begin with, but what little I did have is now completely gone. And she said, I'll do the best I can for him. I was like, that's all I fucking want. Because that's literally more than anybody else has done.
Like a smidgen of effort,
right?
If you could just do a smidgen of effort. Like,
well, I'm terrible about taking these fucking pills because they don't do anything. Like I have this prescription that they gave me.
I don't feel nothing.
It doesn't do shit for me. Like if I forget to take it, if I remember to take it, it doesn't matter. Nothing changes. So like, where's my incentive here? I mean, I guess it's all right. It's only like $15 a month for the prescription, but still, that's $15 I could spend on dip or something else. Like, something that I actually enjoy.
I have a dermatologist that I like, and it's one of the few doctors that I actually chat with because the times the procedure takes, like, I'm in a room with her for a long period of time compared to other doctor, doing a little surgery on me or looking at my hot naked body. But she has to tell me to wear sunscreen every day, just wear sunscreen. Like that's her job, right? Like she has to tell me that, like her like medical license, right? She has to tell me that. And so I'm like, before I went in there, before I went in there last time, I was even thinking, do I just lie to her and tell her that I do? You know what I mean? Or do I so this last time I saw her, I said, look, she's like, are you wearing sunscreen? And I'm like, look, I know you have to tell me that. And like, she knows me and like, I'm a fucking organic farmer and this and that. And I don't, I'm like, I'm not just going to slather, some fucking SC Johnson product on my skin every fucking day. Like I'm not going to do that. So like, should I just tell you that I'm doing that from now on? Or can you recommend some other, like, can you tell me that I can rub beef tallow on my skin and it'll do the same thing? Cause that, hey, we can talk, like you got anything for me other than putting this fucking product that, kills marine life. Like they've had to like reformulate it over the years because like the beaches where like a lot of people swim, like the marine life dies off because the sunscreen poisons it. So like, I don't want to slather that shit on my body, dude. Like what else you got for me? Otherwise I can just keep paying you to cut shit off of me when it grows on my fucking ears, but we could just work out a deal like that. Cause I'm not fucking doing that shit. And she was like, I got to tell you to put the sunscreen on. She's like, but she seemed to understand, but I get it. You're a dermatologist. That's kind of your job, is to say, wear sunscreen and then cut shit off of people,
I don't think I've worn sunscreen since I was in elementary school when my mom would like slather it on me herself when we'd go to the beach or something. Like as soon as I get big enough to run away from her, that was it. Like no more of that.
You got to catch me first, bitch.
I'm in a 50-50 ground. Like, see,
you're also super pasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. God, you need it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like, well, I will say if I'm not out for like in the heat for extended period of time, like if I'm not in the sun for a long time, I'm fine. But if
Get you a big hat.
There, yeah, give me a straw hat.
Yeah, man, dude, no kidding, man. Dude, if you I love a baseball hat, right? Don't get me wrong. Like that's what I wear, like that's what I'm wearing right now. But like if you're out in the sun, dude, a big fucking dude, it's like your own island of shade. It's a must, dude. It's you're old enough, dude. You don't have to be cool anymore. You can wear a big straw hat.
Yeah, and I just be out there doing it shirtless,
Yeah.
She thinks my tractor's sexy.
Oh yeah, that nice farmer's tan going on. I actually must confess I'm gonna wear.
I'll probably like if I did that and it wouldn't be a farmer's tan. I would end up just looking like my dad. Because he basically looks like he's got sunburned so many times he just looks Indian.
Leathery.
Yeah.
Stephanie stopped wearing sunscreen as much this summer. She's pretty pale, so she still does some, but she's dialed it back significantly and actually like started to get a legitimate tan. I'm like, yeah, maybe like sun's good for you. You should let some of it hit you once in a while, huh? Throwing it out there. And then I'm darker than Nadia, so like, but I've got Indian in me, so.
Well, that's where like for me, like my arms can't get sunburned. Like they're tan as fuck, But like today, I told you guys I'm going canoeing with my buddy, and I'm wearing shorts, which I fucking never wear shorts. So I'm greasing up these thighs in line, that's for sure. These pasty ass thighs will fry in like 45 minutes, dude. I will be hurting for days, dude. So I'm doing my thighs and my shins. They're gonna be sitting out there. But yeah, my ears, my neck, my arms. Yeah.
Ask you, did you put on sunscreen? You can say, "Yep, all over my legs."
Oh, I can just say yes with no further information, and I'm not lying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yes.
I did. We went. There's a little lake here, and has a little beach, and so we went there, 4th of July weekend, and lake sun, like the sun off of the water, is different from like going to the water park or being out doing yard work and stuff. And like my hair was wet, and I got a little bit of sunburn in my scalp. I haven't, but other than that, like yeah. That was weird. That was weird though. Like I was like, oh, I think my scalp sunburned today.
You're losing hair, buddy.
I had just gotten it cut, so it was still super short. And like when it's wet, I just like slick it back. So, yeah. So it was just all sticking up, and yeah, a lot of scalp exposed. And it happened.
Yeah, man. Dude, my dad gets shit cut off of his fucking scalp. Or he has like several times. He spent a lot of time in the sun.
My granddad died from a melanoma, like it was on his shoulder, and by the time they figured out what it was, it had already spread to his lungs and his kidneys. I don't know if I've told y'all that. So I was in college, and I'd gone up. It was the week of Thanksgiving, and I'd gone up early, and whenever I would go to Louisville, I would go straight to my granddad's first and go see him and hang out with him for a little bit before I'd go. We always stayed at my aunt's house. So I'd go to my granddad's first and see him. And so I pull up to the house, and as I walk in, he's like, "Oh, I'm glad you're here. You can take me to my doctor's appointment." I was like, "Okay, cool." So like we get in his car, and I drive him to the doctor, and the doctor comes in. He's like, "Would you like him to step out?" And he goes, "Whatever you're going to say to me, you can say it in front of him." I was like, "What the fuck did I just get myself into?" And the doctor goes on to explain, like, the spot that we found on your shoulder, it's actually a melanoma, and it's spread to your lungs and your kidneys, and we project you have about 6 months probably. They're like, your options are you can more or less stay here at the hospital, and we'll start doing chemo and treatment and stuff, and you might live another year, or you can go home and be comfortable, and you might live another 6 months to a year. And my granddad looked at me and said, "Well, let's go home." I'm like, all right, that's not how I was expecting to start my Thanksgiving week, but cool. So Okay, so I don't say anything about this to my mom, my aunts, anybody. Because why would I? It's not like I'm not the one that's got cancer. This isn't my news, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Doctor, patient, grandson privilege. Yeah.
I just assume, that like my granddad is going to tell everybody at some point. No, like in February, he goes back for a follow-up appointment, and they tell him, yeah, it's pretty aggressive. You might have another 2 or 3 months. Both of my aunts who live there in Louisville were with him for that appointment. So this is the first time that they're finding out that he has cancer. And as far as they know, this is the first time that he is finding out that he has cancer. So, it's, a big deal. Anyway, fast forward 20 fucking years. A few years ago, we were all like sitting in my aunt's house on the back porch, having breakfast and talking and stuff, and, reminiscing about my grandmother and my grandfather and everything. I was like, yeah, I remember when Paw got his cancer diagnosis, and my aunt was like, you weren't there. I was like, what? I was like, yeah. I was like, it was Thanksgiving week. She was like, what? I was like, yeah. And like, he didn't tell y'all? She was like, hold on. And calls my other aunt. As my aunt drive across fucking Louisville to come, she's like, tell her what you just told me. Like, this motherfucker went 2 months and didn't tell anybody that he had fucking terminal cancer and 6 months to live. I was the only person that knew. Like, for seriously 15 years. Like, my mom, and none of my aunts knew that he had gotten that diagnosis the week of Thanksgiving. Like, I was the only one.
See, if it happens to me like that, I'm probably gonna do the same. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say.
Well, here's the thing: is that's his way. Who wants to sit down and have that conversation, right? You have to tell your family members you're dying of cancer. Nah, you just have one of them drive you to the thing, and you let the doctor tell them. So this was his way of telling everybody, right? He just get a different family member to drive him to a doctor's appointment, and let the doctor do the dirty work.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit was nuts.
Yeah, I like a cut of his jib. I don't like talking, even communicating. Fuck that. I'll let the professional I'm paying do it. He tells people that shit all day. That's his job.
When Sean was born, the doctor goes, "You want to cut the umbilical cord?" I was like, "I'm here for show. I ain't here to work." I'm like, that's what I'm paying you for. Cut the umbilical cord. Yeah.
The real man gnaws that shit off anyhow. That's how it would have been in the olden days. Back in caveman times. Get in there.
Ooh, dude. If you see it in person, you'll know why I'm wincing about that. Oh god.
See, I got some top shelf advice from a friend before Sean was born. He said, whatever you do not look south of the equator. He said, and like, you could tell by the look in his eyes, like that experience fucked him up for life. I was like, I got this. Like, I
stared it right in the face.
I stood there by her shoulder, held her hand, and looked at her, and I looked at the wall, and I was like, my back is to everything that's going on down there. Like, I didn't want to see or have anything to do with any of it. So when he's like, "You want to cut the umbilical cord?" I'm like, "Nope, staying right here, me and this wall, not going anywhere down there." You can keep.
Were you filming it, Trey? Did you have like the camcorder out? No.
Trey was like all the way up in there, like, "Oh, the beauty of life."
Smile, honey. Shit.
The child burst through the hole. Like, yeah. No,
dude. Sorry, go ahead.
Like the first one, like they had to use the plunger thing on him. So, I was, there comforting her, because she was like, it was like, come on, you need like 2 more pushes, and that's it. That's what they're telling you. Like, and then it wasn't just 2. It ended up being like 3, 4. I'm like, come on, 2 more. Like, I felt like I was coaching, and then like, come on, 2 more.
Trey's the cheerleader section up there. 2 more.
Well, I'm like the coach.
No. 2, 4, 6, 8. Like, how far is that
but yeah, so then whenever he like, I get to witness the like I said, like the whole bottom half and everything, because he pulls him out, and dude, it was so weird to see the plunger thing pull him out, because he just kind of like flops into his hands as he caught him there, and I'm like, and then it takes a second, then he starts crying, so I'm like, oh, what's wrong? And then like that was freaky, but like I said, I stared in the face, but I would not recommend for sure.
Yeah,
I wish they Scruffy, the janitor. I wish like they'd call him when like they need to use the plunger. Like he comes in and does the baby plunging. The doctor gets on the horn. Send in Scruffy. Trust me, he's better at this than me.
But they had like the little warming basket thing over here to the side, so like I stood there and held her hand until they got Sean in the little basket, and then I walked over there and kept my back turned to everything else that was going. It's like, y'all can clean her up and do whatever you got to do. Like I don't want to see it. I don't want anything to do with it. Like y'all figure that shit out. That's what we're paying y'all for.
Quite literally. In some
yes.
cases. I don't know.
Yeah, when that guy said, whatever you do, don't look south of the equator, and like just the look in his eyes, it was like, all right, that's like the memory of that has forever haunted him. I know now, not whatever I do, don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some dudes will be like all the way down there, like, oh yeah, wow. I'm like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I wasn't quite like that, but I definitely like saw it happen, and like the second one was a lot better because the doctor was a lot better. I feel like he was a lot better about like helping her, and she also wasn't sick. Like the when our oldest was born, like she was like still getting over something, and she whenever they're telling her to push, she's like, I gave it all I got. Like, what are you doing? Like. Said I'm just sitting there. That's why I had to turn into like coach. I'm sitting there like, come on, one more. Like,
you got this. You got this. You can do it.
You can do it. All right. Not all night long.
Well,
we watched that the other day.
Speaking of women and delivering, here's a big first delivery. First woman umpire delivering on the first pitch of the game.
He's ready. We hope you're ready. And here we go. Joey Wentz likes that first.
See, I'm just surprised that she actually made a call there, because I feel like she would have froze and like I don't know. It might be a ball, might be a strike.
Leaned over to the catcher, like, what do you think it is?
Yeah. How do you feel about it being a strike? Like,
I saw somebody commented that said that ball was solidly 6 inches off the plate, which just shows that women don't know what 6 inches actually is.
Yeah, or how massive. Yeah, like how big 6. Yeah. 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 Women and not understanding 6 inches go hand in hand, or hand in penis, or the other way around. I mean. Penis in hand. God.
How was the rest of that game? Like, did she get better or worse?
So apparently she missed 13 calls, which is more than the 11 average that most umpires do. So a little worse, but not too bad. She didn't make anything. Luckily there weren't any crazy calls in the game, so
nothing like egregious or something.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's been a bunch of videos of one of them was like a very clear ball that would have walked in the tying run, and the umpire called the guy out. It's like, what the, like,
oh dude, Angel Hernandez, like, I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he was terrible. and it's funny. Like he retired, and then now like people were like a lot of the comments on the post about her umpiring or whatever. It was like if she does anywhere near better than Angel Hernandez, I'll take it. Like at this point, like.
Yeah, to be worse than Angel Hernandez would really be something. Man, that dude, like, I think that's the thing that pisses me off the most about baseball is the umpires have made it more about them than about the game in a lot of situations. Like you used to have.
I mean, you wanna make an impact, and so that you're sitting there, you're like, oh, I'm the lead umpire, so if I say like this guy can't do this, then he can't do it. So like, I'm just gonna use that power or whatever. I mean, it's kind of like if you have one of those dickhead cops, it's like, oh, because he's in that position, he just wants to be a dick. But it definitely made it. They made it way. Honestly, they made it where it's more impactful when they do that. I feel like if they just tweak it a little bit to where those umpires don't have as much power over what, and it doesn't have to be the ABS like automatic ball strikes thing that they're trying to push with like a robo umps. All you have to do, you don't have to take them completely out of the game just because they suck. Like you can just make it to where their calls don't mean as much as they think they do.
Right, because they use their authority as an umpire to make a statement against players. Like a player will give them some attitude about a bad call, and now it's all
you're not getting any.
Yeah, now it's all getting bad calls. It's like. Yeah. And like as an umpire, I used to umpire Babe Ruth softball and baseball, and like, yeah, if I miss a call, it's like, sorry, it happens. Also, you're in the right to be mad at me. I'm gonna try not to miss another one. I'm not gonna like deliberately fuck you because you're mad at me because I missed a call. Like that's my fault, not yours. You are in the right to be mad, but these major league umpires make it all about them. And you don't really see that a lot in college baseball as much. Like I watched college.
Wait, no. Last year it was bad. It was bad in college. The umpires really started inserting themselves in college now because the guys are getting, they're getting sponsorships and all this kind of stuff. The umpires are really putting themselves, because there was one. Where's the kid does like a home run trot, and so he flips the bat and then he kind of taunts the opposing. There were two main ones that I remember. He flips the bat. He kind of taunts the other team's bench over there, and then he rounds the bases, comes back, and then the umpire like throws him out of the game. So like after he's just taunted him, he just throws him out of the game. He says like, we don't do that around here. You can't be taunting people. Well. Another situation, like pitcher, like strikes out the side. He's celebrating. He looks over at the bench like, like that's for you, kind of thing, and then walks off to his dugout just like nothing was wrong. And then all of a sudden, like in between like changing sides or whatever, he throws him out. It's like, what? Like, you let him like walk completely off the field and then you throw him out, like.
Yeah. Should be allowed to celebrate doing something good.
Yeah.
And you should be allowed to talk shit to the other team.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you're and it's baseball. If the other team doesn't like it, clear the benches, have a brawl up fucking pitcher's mound, and then afterwards figure out who's getting ejected from the game and who's still in, and pick it back up and keep playing. Like what?
Yeah.
Like, how did sports become so fucking pussified? Somebody gets hurt, and then we just, like, don't play the rest of a fucking football game. Everybody stands around for 12 and a half minutes and lets the clock run out. Like, gets together and sings fucking Kumbaya. Man. Ain't no fucking way. What has the world come to? Everybody's gone retarded.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.